Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to discuss about creating the SSH keys. Okay, so whenever you need to authenticate with your virtual machines or whenever you need to use your SSH keys, first you will have to generate it. So in this video we are going to discuss the same, how we can create the SSH keys, basically how we can generate that in Windows virtual machines or even inside your Windows local machine, or that can be your Linux or Mac. Okay, we will discuss two different ways to generate the SSH key. One is using PuTTY and another one is using command line. Okay, so let's begin the video. First, let me discuss with how we can generate the SSH keys using command line with OpenSSH and ssh-keygen. Okay, so here I am in documentation. You can see the process here as well to generate the keys. This has generated the SSH keys using ssh-keygen. Okay, for this you should have OpenSSH installed in your PC. If not, you will have to install it. Say like how this is using ssh-keygen command line or this command to generate the SSH key. So now let me open my command line. This is my command line. I just simply type the SSH hyphen keygen. You don't need to provide any argument or nothing. If you want to provide some path or something like that, you can do that. Like how this document is suggesting. So suppose you are doing it from Windows 10 or from Windows machine, you can write this command. You can provide the path here as well, but uh, these are not mandatory. If you just type ssh hyphen keygen, it will generate ssh key. Let me click on enter. It is saying generating public private RSA key pair. Okay, here it is asking for a file name. If you want to keep the file or this key in some file, you can provide the file name here. Okay, if not, you can just press enter. So it will create a default directory inside your current user account name with the name .ssh, and it will store the key in there. Okay, here you will have to enter the passphrase. If you are not entering, then no passphrase will be created. So if you have to enter it, or if you have some requirement to do that, or you will have to differentiate it, you can enter it. Otherwise, if you just need a simple ssh key, you can just press enter. Okay, enter same passphrase again. No need to enter anything if you have not entered here in the just before this uh, argument. Okay, just press the enter, and you can see the your identification has been saved here in this, and your public key has been saved in here. So at this location, along with this is showing the fingerprint of the ssh key. And now let me go here in the directory inside the C drive, inside the users. Let's go here, and if you see, there is a directory with the name .ssh which has been created, and here are two files. This is my private key, or this is my public key. Okay, you can see the file type. This is pub file, that is public key file, and this is private key, that will be .pem file. Okay, let me check it. Open this with notepad, and we'll see this is the OpenSSH private key. So this key has been generated. Whenever you have to use the private key, you will have to copy it from here to here at the end, and you can paste the key somewhere else if you want to authenticate with something or something like that. Okay, or this key should be inside your machine if you want to authenticate with your virtual machine. Okay, and this is my public key. Let me open it. You can see this is a public key. This key should be used or should be placed inside your virtual machine if you are creating your virtual machine, and it should be connected with using the private key. Okay, so if you have to use this key somewhere, the public key should be stored at the server, and this private key should be stored at the client. Okay, so basically client will use this private key to authenticate with the server, and in the server this public key will be stored. Okay, so in the backend this private key and public key will see like they both the keys are matching, and it will let you authenticate in the server. Okay, so this is the first way how we can generate the SSH keys using command line in Windows, and there is another way with the PuTTY. If you don't have PuTTY installed, you can install it, and there is another tool PuTTYgen. Open it. Here you can generate the the SSH keys. Okay, you have some of the options here. If you have some existing private key as well, like a PAM file, you want to generate a public key with that, you can do that as well. So suppose if you want to load an existing private key file, you can do that as well. Or if you want to totally generate a public private key pair, you can click on generate and do that. You can do other things as well. If you want to generate key pair or you want to change the uh, keys, you can do that as well here in the PuTTYgen. Okay, you can select the type of keys to generate as well here, but generally we generate the RSA SSS keys. Okay, let me click on generate, and here you will have to generate it. You can just randomly move your mouse cursor in this blank area so that it will automatically generate one random key. Okay, so this is my public key. This key you will have to copy it from here and paste it inside your server, and you will have the option to save the public key and save private key from here. So let me save the public key. Okay, so I have saved the public key. Give the file name as public key and save the private key as well. Okay, let me save here at the desktop, and the private key format, the extension will be .ppk file, because this is PuTTY private key file. Using this ppk file we can use it to log in our server using the PuTTY. Okay, so let me now go to desktop, and you can see we have two files. This is our public key. If you open it, see, this is our public key, and this is our private key. Okay, you can use this private key to log in inside your server using the PuTTY. Okay, and if you just notice, we had created the SSH file using the command line, or you can say the ssh-keygen, and this file ID RSA, this is my private key, and this is not in PPK format, so you cannot use this file directly to log in with PuTTY. So if you want to convert it to PPK, you simply go inside your ssh-keygen, load the private key. Suppose this is your private key. Select the all files from here. This is my private key. Let me open it, and you can see it has successfully imported it here. Now you can click on save private key and you can save it. So this will generate a PPK file out of that. This generally this will be in .pem format. If you go to desktop and you can see the new private key, this is our new private key which we just have converted from .pem to .ppk file to log in our servers using the PuTTY. Okay, so these are basically two methods generally you can use to generate your SSH keys. The PuTTY one is quite easy. If you are not involved much in Linux or command lines, you can use this PuTTYgen to generate your SSH key and use these keys to log in into a virtual machine, or even if you want to create a new virtual machine using SSH key pair, you can generate SSH key using this format or this method, and you can use them. Okay, and there is another method that is to generate SSH key using command line using OpenSSH and ssh-keygen. You can use that as well. Okay, so that's it from this video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe my channel. If you have any feedback or suggestions, please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.